So I'm not super OCD. Like, I can mix some plates up together if it's a lightweight, but this is just insane. And my dad must have been using this last. This 45 is literally the size of a 35-pound plate, and it does not feel right. It's definitely off weight. And then he has the thinnest, widest 45-pound plate that we have in the gym on this side over here. He has it facing outward. That is somebody who does not give a single f about the OCD traits of weightlifting. As you can see, I'm back in the home gym again, ladies and gentlemen, testing out a little back workout today. Easing back into this week slow. Little review, my first day back in the gym with Boston. I did all upper body, and wow, that was really shaking the cobwebs off just from a week of just doing nothing. And then my leg felt wicked sore the next day, like stupidly sore, just from brace myself on pressing. That just goes to show how just lethargic the leg has been from keeping it rested and elevated, not using it, not walking on it this whole time. Plus the nerves had it all seized up, so the muscles are probably tighter. So it's crazy. So I'm trying to break myself back in, and then I might even just start the whole 6-week program over again next week. But anyway, little back workout in the basement today. Just some fun stuff. No routine here. The Lord. You marrying that southern accent right there? Not just Lord, the Lord. I don't remember how old I was when I did all this. This stuff has been up on this wall since January 2006. When I began, I remember posting this one up and posting this one up. Because at that point, when you're just beginning bodybuilding, you're all homophobic and you don't want people to see like half-naked guys in your wall, because that's gay. So I only printed out these, keep it real basic. But then I progressed. And I think the first ones I printed out were these. Dennis James, first physique I ever saw on Google Images that inspired me to bodybuild, even though once I learned bodybuilding, he's not even in my top 10 favorites. The King, my favorite, Ronnie Coleman. The legend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The dude who charges his fans like $80,000 for a single freaking picture. But I'm going to blame that on his managers and not him, because I like him and I don't want to believe that's him doing that. And Marcus Rule. He was never one of my favorites either, but he was just a mass monster. You gotta give him respect. Some dumbbells, only up to 80 pounds. Actually, it's like 45 pounds, then 80 pounds, and that's it. And then these old school equipment right here. Basic back day, and I'm taking my lower body in a bit of a test drive today. So obviously you guys saw me training with Boston Lloyd on Monday, and that went pretty smoothly. I still felt some good hamstring nerve pain from my sciatica. Basically just some sciatica activation that was discomforting by the end of the workout, but it was fine. And then a few days later, after a couple more therapy sessions with my chiropractor, every single session seems to loosen me up that much more, and today felt great. No pain or discomfort at all during the workout, so I'm progressing fast, thankfully. That 1 week off had me going insane. And I know Van Bra, my friend, did that video clowning on me saying I always get injured, and it feels like that sometimes. However, I've only had one injury, one weightlifting injury, and that was it. And that was my lower back from deadlifting last year. Obviously, I had the ankle roll injury, but that was not weightlifting related. That was just me running around like an idiot outside of the gym, and I rolled my ankle while running down a hill, drunk at night. But that lower back injury, if never treated, and mine never was, can create a lot of long-lasting issues, and that's kind of what this is. It's some of the remaining issues creeping up. A lot of athletes get injuries, but the difference is they don't document their training life day to day, so you don't hear about it that much. Anywho, took this as an opportunity to really practice my deadlift, if that makes sense. Focus on all the little minute details of form, setup, and core activation that really make the deadlift what it is. And going lighter really helped me to catch what I do incorrectly or catch what I could be doing more optimally and correct it. For instance, you saw me adjust my feet because initially they were slightly duck stanced, so I tilted them forward, gets that external rotation going on. You can really drive your legs with more power, same way you would do on a squat. I focused on beginning walking up to the bar in my finished position, clenching the glutes, sucking air into the gut, and then reaching down to grab the bar. You want your head to be jammed backwards into your traps. The general rule of thumb you hear is your head should be down, neutral spine, neutral spine. Granted, mine's a little too high right there. I gotta fix that. But a lot of world-class powerlifters don't actually do that. A lot of them jam their head backwards, and even Dave Tate says to jam it back into your traps. So Johnny Candido has an amazing video on this, and in this video he features some of the top world-class professional powerlifters deadlifting, and all of them have their heads tilting upward. It's a very subjective necessity. Some people need the head down for neutral spine. Others need their head up, like myself, to help from keep their upper back from rounding. So it's really kind of subjective. You need to figure out what works and benefits your form best. So what you saw was me practicing my deadlift technique, a few sets of 135, 185, really just working on the technique of it. And doing a few stretches before and after that are great for both mobility and relieving the neurological sciatic pain. So I can get into a whole video on mobility and stretching later on, but we finish out the workout with a few more rowing exercises. Just kidding. Oh, admiring my carpentry. Who remembers these old school things? Old school. So this thing's called an arm blast. They're very, very old school. You can see some famous pictures of Arnold curling with it. I haven't used it forever. I forgot we even had it. This was, my dad owned this before I was even born. It's like an 80s one, if not older. This might even be like 70s. Who knows? My uncle might have this as a kid for all I know. But I adjusted it. You want it kind of low down on your arm. You don't want it super high like this. It'll cut into your breathing and push your arms forward. So you want your arms to be able to go like 90 degrees downward. So just underneath the tricep, but don't make it go so low that it starts interfering with your elbow movement. You don't want your elbow moving against it and your tendons pressing against it. So let's try this thing out. I might have to readjust it a little bit. Now I'm trying to work on, I have good biceps as far as the peak goes and the inner head of it goes. I'm trying to work on the outer head a little bit. So I'm gonna use a closer grip this time. So make sure I'm in the camera for you guys. Ooh, feels good. Ooh. Buy a t-shirt, nwblifestyle.com in the info box below. Tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, dog tags, you name it. Support and represent the lifestyle you live.